This is the National Daily. Welcome to November 9th, 2020 on the National Day calendar. Today we celebrate adventures in the kitchen. More after the break.
Things that are soft. Clouds, puppies, pillows, hand sanitizer. No, really. Sap Power hand sanitizer cream is made with cold-pressed safflower oil. Sap Power moisturizes and rejuvenates your skin while also protecting you from harmful germs. For more on the difference you can feel, visit sappower.com.
If you're not from Philadelphia, you've likely never heard of Scrapple. This regional favorite was brought to Philly by German immigrants, where it was popular with rural communities. Farmers butchered their hogs and used most of the meat for sausages or bacon, but all of the remaining pig parts were made into Scrapple. The traditional version was made with only meat, but American immigrants. I'm Anna DeVere.
And I'm Will Anderson.
I heard
Thanks
on the
for joining
radio
us.
this morning somebody saying it was National Scrapple Day, and I've never heard of this before. So Scrapple is a food that was brought over from someplace.
Germany.
They eat it in Philly,
Oh.
and it's meat and cornmeal. So it kind of it kind of looked a little nasty, right? At first I thought, well, is it Spam? And no, I think it's kind of like Spam with cornmeal. And any of y'all like Spam?
I love cornmeal. What was that? Spam?
You like Spam?
Oh, I love Spam. I cannot eat Spam.
You can't?
It'll mess my stomach up.
Yeah, it's nasty.
It really tastes like fish.
I've eaten some Spam before fried that isn't bad.
It literally tastes like fish, which is really gross.
Huh? If you fry it, yeah.
It tastes like fish, but my dad will be the only one that eats it.
Yeah.
Because he likes fish and Spain.
Okay. Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you real quickly about your applications. I looked over them over the weekend. I've gone through and highlighted some stuff I noticed. Most of us had some real problems with the application. And it's a very important thing for you to learn how to do. Okay, is fill out an application. So my class in here has been working on a little cheat sheet. I don't really know how I'll do it, but since my class already has theirs done, I don't know how I'll be able to work on one with y'all unless I put you in some sort of groups and y'all work on different things. But it's important that you have all the information you need to fill out a job application. Okay? And I know I just kind of threw it on y'all. Y'all, listen to me. On you all Friday. And didn't give you a lot of time to prepare to fill out a job application. It's hard to do. Even me, and I've filled out a lot of job applications in my life. I have to have a little preparation to fill one out, which means I have to already have some addresses and everything of like my references, phone numbers. So a reference can't really be your family. And this is review for my kids, but y'all might be hearing this first time. What a reference is on a job application is it's a person that the boss can call that can vouch for your work ethic and your character. That means there's somebody who knows what kind of worker you are. You can't use family because, of course, your family wants you to get the job, and they're going to say good stuff about you most of the time. So they don't allow you to use family because most of them would, because they want you to get a job. What they want is somebody they could call because they don't know you. All they see is this application. They want somebody they could call that would say, yeah, you know, Miranda works hard. She gets all of her work done. She comes to work on time. She's punctual. She shows initiative. That means, to show initiative means at the job, the boss don't want you to have to tell you every little thing to do. They want you to find stuff that needs to be done and do it. Okay? So that's called showing initiative. So So your reference is somebody that can do that. Now, most of you have never worked before, so you don't really have anybody that's not family that can give you a good job reference. So who do you use? Your teachers can give references about you because they're people that are not related to you who know what kind of worker you are. Now, if you were cutting up in a teacher's class all the time, would you want to use her for a reference? No. You want somebody who's going to give you a good reference, who's going to say good things to a boss about you. Okay? So if you have a favorite teacher that you're good in her class and you do what you're supposed to, that's probably the teacher that you need to use because she's going to say good things about you to somebody. Okay? And what you have to have beforehand is you have to have that teacher's name, a phone number, and an address for her. Okay? If you use a teacher at school, you would usually use the school phone number and the school address. All right? Because your teachers aren't going to give you out their personal information probably to put on a job application. All right? Because we have kids calling us like crazy once they get our phone number every 10 minutes. Hey, let me just go ahead and tell you something. I'm chasing a rabbit here. That means I'm off task. Let me tell you something about phone skills with your friends. This is on the phone. This is on the internet. Okay? If you're messaging somebody or texting them or messaging them on Facebook,
I don't do Facebook.
Or if you're messaging them on some sort of messaging website, it aggravates your friends if you're constantly messaging them and calling them. So hang on, wait. I had a student, Miss Michelle knows who it was. I always had to talk to her because she got on Facebook, on my messenger, and every night she's texting me. And every night, you know what it is? Hi, Miss Leanna. Hi, Jessica. How are you? Fine. How are you? Fine. Same message every day. That's aggravating. That message is popping up when I'm doing other stuff on my computer. So, or call you 10 times a day and hey, and sit there and not really have anything to say important. That's aggravating to people. When you call your friend, you should not call them more than once or twice a day. And that's only if you have something important to tell them or something new. You don't call them and just sit on the phone because that's aggravating to them and their parents. There are certain times that you should and shouldn't call. You should not ever call your friend after 8, 9 o'clock because their parents might be in bed trying to get ready for work the next day and you're disturbing them. You shouldn't be texting them after 8 or 9 o'clock. You shouldn't be texting them or calling them during school or during work. That gets aggravating for them. It starts making them feel annoyed, and then they do stuff like block you. I had to block a former student of mine. He got on the internet and he found my phone number. That's why I changed my name on Facebook, because he found my Facebook, he found my phone number. And you know what? He was harmless. He wasn't trying. He just wanted somebody to talk to. And he was texting me like 20 times a day, taking pictures of his food and sending it to me. Asking, hi, how are you on Sunday? You going to church today? I mean, my phone was constantly dinging. And he didn't know any better. No one had taught him social skills on text and on the phone. And, you know, I tried to. I said, hey, I need you to stop texting me so much. Only text me, and he would stop for a little while, say, okay, I'm sorry, and then he'd start again, getting pictures of his food every day. Hang on tonight. And so that is a bad social skill. Your friends are not going to want you to have their phone number or their Facebook if you do that. Jessica, the one I was talking about in Stewart County, my other students in the classroom, their parents were calling me. Can you talk to Jessica's mom? She's calling my house all times of the night. She's calling my house 15 times a day. Can you talk to Jessica's mom? Well, the child gave her the number. Janiyah, thank you for raising your hand. What were you gonna say?
The boy that you was talking about, good thing you don't know the address.
I know, right? He's asked me where I live and stuff.
Tell him that.
Yes?
3 things. I don't get on Facebook and Instagram. That's corny people. But if you call me, I might not be in a good mood because I don't like to be called during the day. You might just get cussed out.
I ain't gonna lie, it's funny because the way how people pose it.
Yeah. Tavares, thank you for
I don't really spam people like that. I just like text them once and we just have like a little conversation and then we just get rid of it and I just don't.
Right, because people are busy. They don't want you bothering them on the phone or on text all the time.
Man,
Yes,
I had this one student named Jason. He called me all day.
Was it aggravating?
Man, I ended the phone because I just thought on the guy and hang up paying.
Yeah, it's aggravating. I'm gonna tell you something. Even my mom, and I love my mom. I love my mama. I love her. I would do anything for her. But she's sitting at the house bored, and she called, and she'll call. And she'll call. And then when she calls, I'm like, hey, Mom, what's up? What are you doing? Nothing. You know anything new? No. Do you? No. Every day. I'm like, oh, Lord, Mom, I wish you'd go find something to do because I'm busy. I don't want to be rude to her because I love her. But I don't want her calling me all, when people call you too much, it's aggravating. Keith?
What's the point on Facebook and Instagram? All you doing is taking selfies of yourself. What's that supposed to mean?
Well, that's another conversation for another day. I just wanted to that was on my mind. I wanted to kind of talk to y'all about that a little bit. And just make sure that you are using appropriate phone and social skills on the telephone, texting, and using messaging apps, okay? And don't be constantly hitting somebody up all the time. I have another student who's actually, Miss Tiffany knows her. She was my student here in 1999 when I first started. She's almost as old as I am, just about. And her parents finally got on to her because she just constantly texting people. She's bored. She's sitting there at the house and she's constantly messaging people. And for a while, I just had to start ignoring her because it was just too much. I'm on the internet trying to do something else, trying to do something for work, and these messages, ping, 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 every time I get on and I'm trying to do something. It's aggravating. And so I'm trying to help you here with your friends and tell you don't do that because even if you're not aggravating them, especially on the phone, I can guarantee you're aggravating their parents if you're constantly calling. Okay? All right. Moving right along. We are going to, now I'm going to keep these, but these applications let me know that probably after we get off of this disability disclosure and everything, we really need to start working on filling out applications. Guys, and if we start doing capitalization, and y'all are like, this isn't English class, I'm going to tell you we're doing it because you need help on your applications. Because it's very important that you use correct grammar and capitalization on these. Okay? Very important. And so, now I'm going to continue to kind of conference with y'all, the ones I didn't get to Friday. And I'm going to give you a little bit of work to do. So there's 2 things that you have to do today. This is going to go in